What's up, guys? Welcome back to another daily recap. So, there was a lot today, a lot to unpack, but I will only talk about the most important things, and you can check the rest out in the description. So, let's see. Jason Tatum is expected to quarantine and miss 10 to 14 days due to COVID-19 health and safety protocols. So that's a big loss for the Celtics right there. They already had 3 other players quarantining, and so COVID's really starting to hit the league hard. And another example of this, though, the Sixers played with only 7 players. Nine of them were out due to quarantining / a positive test result. So, I mean, the Sixers managed to keep that game somewhat close, but still, it's a bit concerning to see that so many players are testing positive or have to quarantine due to health and safety protocols. And it makes you wonder if this half of the season will even be finished when it's supposed to, because at this rate it's just going to be a bunch of postponements and maybe just cancellations altogether. Who knows? But yeah, not great for the NBA, I guess. But let's see, the most important results. Super Wildcard Weekend. Bills held off the Colts. You got their first playoff win since 1995. Score of 27-24 to advance the divisional round next week. So they're going to be hosting a game still to be determined as to who that will be. But Josh Allen threw for 324 yards and scored 3 total touchdowns. Stephon Diggs caught 6 passes for 128 yards, including a 35-yard TD. Colts missed a field goal and potential touchdown that could have won them the game. So they left points out on the field. So then they fell short because of it. And then Zach Moss, the Bills running back, behind Devin Singletary, suffered an ankle injury during the game, which might keep him out for the rest of the postseason, but more tests and x-rays to be followed tomorrow. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully nothing serious, but you never know. Then the second game, Rams pulled off the upset against the Seahawks 30-20 to advance the divisional round. That was an odd game. John Wolford only played, I think, a couple drives. Or it might have been the second drive when he got injured, and he injured his head and neck area. He had to go to the hospital for it, but thankfully he's checked out and he got to celebrate with his teammates after the win. So Jared Goff had to come back in with a bum thumb. That rhymed. Didn't mean that at all. It ended up leading them to a win. I mean, the Rams defense also played very well. They sacked Russell Wilson 5 times, Aaron Donald twice. And speaking of Aaron Donald, he also got injured. He injured his ribs on a play where he was trying to sack Russell Wilson. So results pending on his ribs. And see, the Rams also scored a pick 6 on a screen that, was perfectly read by Darius Williams. So, let's see, Cam Akers to lead 176 yards from scrimmage and a touchdown in that game. I believe he has the most rushing yards by a Rams rookie all time. So that's huge. That's, he really helped him win that game. And this is an interesting fact. Both Jared Goff and Russell Wilson completed under 50% of their passes. So this was a slugfest. It was a defensive showdown from the beginning. It kind of opened up in the second quarter, then kind of slowed down again after that. So, yeah, kind of a sloppy game. Not really too much offensive firepower, but still, it was an interesting game. So the Rams Still don't know who they'll be facing. Depends on who wins the Bears-Saints game. And then finally, the Bucks held off Washington in a 31-23 win, which is their first postseason win since 2003. Brady threw for 381 yards, 2 TDs. Tyler Heineke threw for 306 yards and a TD. He also rushed for 1. Heineke played out of his mind. Honestly, loved the effort. Earned my respect. He also separated his shoulder on the touchdown run he had, and he still played through it. So he's a fighter. He's a warrior. I mean, hate Washington, but still, it was a feel-good story, to be honest. Mike Evans caught 6 passes for 119 yards, and Washington's Cam Sims caught 7 passes for 104 yards. Then Bucks Leonard Fournette ran for 93 yards and a touchdown. So it was a pretty entertaining game from start to finish. And it was definitely more entertaining than the Rams-Seahawks game. But yeah, I would talk about other things, but I don't want to make this video too long. Plus, I uploaded a video earlier of my reactions. So, like I said before at the beginning, check the links in the description for more content for all the headlines, really. So, yeah, I guess with that, I'll see you all tomorrow.